At just 17, Vivienne Jolie-Pitt is no longer the quiet child caught in the crossfire of Hollywood's longest war. With a face that is a hauntingly perfect blend of her famous parents and a new, bold identity that drops the Pitt name entirely, she is sending a clear message to the world. She has chosen her side, and her future is entirely her own. The last rose in the midst of a battlefield. A full decade has passed since the world was shattered by the collapse of Hollywood's ultimate golden couple, yet the legal warfare between Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt remains as explosive as ever. This bitter conflict has tragically outlasted their actual marriage, leaving deep, gaping wounds in the very foundation of their family. Amidst the ruins of the exhausting multi-million-dollar dispute over the Chateau Miraval winery, the global spotlight is shifting aggressively toward the youngest member of this fractured dynasty. Vivienne Jolie-Pitt, now 17, has emerged as the most compelling yet heartbreaking figure in this ongoing tragedy. She is no longer just the adorable blonde toddler. She is a teenager who has been forced to grow up in the shadows of an unyielding bitterness that refuses to fade, serving as a reminder of the young souls caught in the crossfire. The visual transformation of a favored daughter. The world once knew Vivienne as the tiny, fearless toddler who waddled up to her mother on the set of Maleficent.
Presenter, TV host. While other children trembled at the sight of Angelina's menacing horns and pale makeup, little Vivienne saw only the warmth of the mother beneath the costume. Now, as she approaches 18, her physical transformation is nothing short of breathtaking, leaving the public completely mesmerized. Vivienne is widely celebrated as possessing the most classically feminine and exquisite beauty in the Jolie-Pitt family. Her face is a flawless genetic fusion of Brad Pitt's ravid charm and Angelina Jolie's intense elegance. She has inherited her father's radiant smile, yet it is framed by the soulful, deep-seated intensity of her mother's gaze. She is a visual reincarnation of the Brangelina golden era. Yet she carries a quiet calm that contrasts with the storm. A loyal anchor behind the scenes of stardom. Beneath her stunning exterior lies an unwavering loyalty that has come to define Vivienne's complex teenage years. Since 2023, she has firmly rooted herself by Angelina Jolie's side, evolving from a protected child into her mother's dedicated personal assistant and closest confidant. While her siblings navigate their own unique relationships with the public eye, Vivienne pours her fierce passion into the theatrical arts. She works tirelessly behind the scenes, organizing schedules and immersing herself in sophisticated cultural studies, including the Arabic language. She is not a passive bystander in her mother's complicated life. She is an active pillar of emotional support.
This role demonstrates an extraordinary level of maturity, as a teenager chooses to become a protector for her mother amidst a relentless and invasive media cycle. An artistic passion that burns within. Vivienne's burning passion for the performing arts has fundamentally redefined the modern dynamic between mother and daughter. In a move that surprised the theatrical world, Vivienne stepped out of the shadows not to seek personal fame, but to passionately champion a piece of art she deeply believed in. She was the one who relentlessly convinced Angelina to take on the lead producer role for the Broadway musical The Outsiders. Vivienne did not act like a pampered celebrity child. She took on the demanding role of a volunteer production assistant with intense dedication. She was often the first to arrive at the theater and the last to leave, meticulously reviewing scripts and building deep connections with the cast and crew. Angelina has publicly marveled at her daughter's work ethic, comparing her to her late grandmother, Marceline Bertrand. A bold statement on the Broadway stage. The most shocking moment in Vivienne's journey occurred not through a television interview, but through a simple line of text in a Broadway playbill. In the official credits for The Outsiders, she no longer used the hyphenated surname that had defined her entire existence since birth. She was listed cleanly and decisively as Vivienne Jolie.
This removal of the Pitt name was not a clerical error. It was a cold, brutal statement of intent from a 17-year-old girl. It represents an act of profound detachment. showing an immovable line drawn by Vivienne against her father, who has been locked in a decade-long war against her mother. By severing her professional name on a stage as massive as Broadway, Vivienne sent a shockwave through the public consciousness that spoke far louder than any leaked legal document or tabloid headline. The collapse of an iconic father-daughter bond. There is a suffocating tragedy in witnessing the total disintegration of a father-daughter bond that was once paraded as the ultimate picture of familial perfection. The public still vividly remembers the heartwarming photographs of Brad Pitt carrying a tiny, golden-haired Vivienne through international airports, shielding her from cameras with absolute devotion. Reconciling those beautiful memories with today's cold reality, where Vivienne is emotionally and legally erasing Brad from her life, is a bitter pill for the world to swallow. This unflinching rejection is a haunting testament to the severe emotional wounds inflicted behind closed doors. The damage appears so deeply rooted that no amount of unimaginable wealth or Hollywood status can repair it. Vivienne has made a decision that leaves no room for reconciliation, choosing to lock the door on her past. The bitter irony of the Vineyard War.
This heartbreaking estrangement highlights the sheer absurdity of the legal battles that continue to consume her parents' lives. The multi-million-dollar litigation over the Chateau Miraval winery in France appears as a tragic waste of precious time. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie possess enough wealth to live 1,000 lifetimes in luxury, yet they continue to ruthlessly bleed each other dry in courtrooms due to pride and resentment. The bitterest irony is that in his crusade to maintain control over a field of grapes, Brad Pitt seems to have permanently lost the only thing that truly matters: the love and respect of his children. Every new legal filing only serves to drive the wedge deeper, pushing a fiercely loyal child like Vivienne further into her mother's orbit, which she views as her only safe and permanent sanctuary. Creating an independent sanctuary. In the darkness of this family estrangement, Vivienne's decisive actions provide a piercing ray of hope for her own future. Her rejection of a traumatic past is not just an act of teenage rebellion. It is a powerful embrace of a future she intends to write herself. By severing ties that have caused so much silent agony, she is actively choosing her own mental peace over public expectations.
Through her dedication to the theater, Vivienne is painstakingly building a private world where she is valued for her brilliant mind, her work ethic, and her kind spirit, entirely separate from the destructive hurricane of her parents' divorce. She is alchemizing unimaginable family pain into raw, creative power. Vivienne is proving she can stand on her own feet, using art as a tool to heal the invisible scars that the world cannot see. Public regret and the resilience of a princess. The world watches this complex young woman step into her own power with a heavy heart. We mourn the loss of the family unit that once captivated the globe, feeling a profound regret that a man who had the world in his hands could become so tragically alienated from his beautiful daughter. Yet, at the same time, we celebrate Vivienne's breathtaking resilience and her unwavering loyalty to the mother who has shielded her from the storm. We hope that the firm boundaries she has set today will grant her the quiet space she needs to breathe and heal. Her courage to define her own identity at such a young age is a testament to an extraordinary strength of character. Vivienne Jolie is no longer defined by who her parents are, but by the brave decisions she has made to protect the integrity of her own soul. Looking toward an unpredictable future. Although the emotional chasm between Vivienne and Brad Pitt currently appears to be a frozen, unbridgeable wasteland, life is long and unpredictable.
Perhaps one day, decades into the future, when the dust of legal battles has settled and the emotional wounds are no longer bleeding, there might be a tentative opportunity for healing. But until that distant day arrives, the world will continue to stand back and applaud the terrifying strength of Vivienne Jolie. We will watch her continue to blossom into a formidable artist, hoping that her independent spirit will guide her toward the lasting happiness she deserves. Vivienne has proven that true power is not inherited through a name, but forged through the courage to choose peace over everything else. She is the symbol of a child winning herself back from the wreckage of a shattered empire.